Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Planet Coaster, working on our science fiction themed park. Make sure you're dropping a like if you're enjoying Planet Coaster and want to see more in the future. Today I wanted to add, finally, we're doing a water ride, something that is new in the beta and the full release of the game, and I finally decided that this would be a good point to put it. We're going to have the water rapids ride kind of going in and out of our post-apocalyptic area here, kind of zipping in and out. Well, not always zipping, it's a relatively slow ride, and I wanted to kind of encircle the entire crater that this place is set up in, and it gets a little long. Like, the end result of the ride is pretty long. The full ride will be at the end of the video. I sped up at the last section just because it was kind of taking forever. It's kind of meandering about, but it is supposed to be a relatively slow and lazy ride, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I think it's a pretty cool addition to this area, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Like I talked about in the past, what I wanted to do here was have it kind of come in and out of the terrain, and we do that rather successfully here, like especially over the main entrance area. So as people will come in, they'll see little rapid rides kind of bobbing along and making the way over there. We have two main big drops in here. I think two, yeah. So it goes up quite a bit. I mean, it takes a while to go up, but look how cool it looks. Just kind of floating right there by the entrance, then a big drop right there, and then we hit a dirt wall or a rock wall just because I didn't continue it. But anyway, keep going. We have it peek out over here as well, kind of right by where the coaster goes. I thought that was a relatively cool addition. You guys had some good feedback and suggestions for the buildings out on top. I didn't have time to implement that just because, like, when you guys were watching that video, that's when I was working on this one, so that's how that works. So I will probably work on those in the next episode. Now that we got the river rapids ride done, we'll probably do one more episode in this section of the park just to finish it up before moving on to the final section. We're going to try and finish this park relatively soon because I do want to start a new park and play with the full version of the game. Technically, this is still the beta version. We have all the new parts that were in the full release update, but we don't have the full-size park. This is still the small-size park, which is 2.5 times smaller than the full release version of Planet Coaster, so that's a little disappointing. Over here, I wanted to make another dive, kind of going straight down over this path. Realized it would probably be hard to squeeze it between the coaster there and the building and the path, so I decided to have it come right here, and that'd be good because then the paths for the entrance and exit queues of the rapids ride will go right by this thing, so that'd be a really cool area to kind of see as you walk by. The coaster or the rapids ride is splashing down. So there you go. And then over here I had quite a bit of trouble lining this up because when you're going underground and stuff, you can't use autocomplete, and so it's kind of hard to figure out how to line this up. So I did a little bit of tinkering. I ended up just stopping the recording and just tearing the ground out completely. You'll see that in a minute. I was having some trouble here because it can't really go up too far without doing the chain. Like, you could do like one angle or 1 degree angle of going up. So what we ended up doing was have it go higher at the beginning and then drop down into the coaster bay, but the rapids ride bay. We'll see that in just a minute. I was like, okay, this was super frustrating, so let's just tear out the ground and start anew. So there you go, I popped a big hole right there just so I could see what I was doing. Got a little dark in there. And we spent the vast majority of this episode working on the interiors of these tunnels. I think it's a little bit nauseating to watch sped up, so this one is sped up slightly slower. It's only like 400% instead of my usual like 500 to 600, depending on the content of the video. So that hopefully it doesn't make you guys too sick zipping in and out of the tunnels with the dark areas and the bright green lights we end up using. It should be good. Just adding some rocks all around this area. Not really necessary to put them on the outside there. No one's gonna ever see there, but whatever. That's how to do it anyway. Once again, using the deciduous rocks. Haha! First time said deciduous correctly. Look at me go. And then trying to reattach the ground here, bring it back over. It came out a little taller than the ground around it, but I thought it was pretty cool looking, kind of like a large cave, maybe like a man-made cave or something. And going with the green lights. That's kind of the theme of this area, is green lights everywhere, and goo and stuff like that. We did extend the coaster base, so we can fit seven or 8 of the rapids rides. I think it was 7. You can fit 7 of them over there. Hopefully that'll be enough. I mean, it's a relatively slow ride. This queue probably will get pretty full. We could always extend it, things like that. Originally, I wanted the exit queue to kind of go underneath the entrance queue. Did not work, so I decided we'll just take it over there. And then you can see all the little rapids rides kind of scooting down there. What are those? They're not boats. Like, buoys? I don't know what to refer them as. I'm just going to call them rapid ride car coaster bay things. I don't know. Something like that. Have I ever been on one of those? Yeah, I guess Did I go on the one in Disneyland? In California Adventure, they have one of the Rapids rides. I don't know if I ever actually went on that. I think I did. I went 4 times in high school because we went every year for band. I must have, because we did go on Splash Mountain. So I probably went on that. But we went in November. I remember going on Splash Mountain in November, California. It was a little chilly. Once you got wet, it was hypothermia inducing, something like that. It wasn't too bad. Yes, it was cold. But then again, it's California, so it can't be too bad. Over here, I decided to put a nice little metal overhang over the top. Originally wanted to have the wooden supports going up, then I decided it looked better without the wooden supports, so we're good there. Added some more piles of our precious goo. And someone did tell me what that was from. Apparently that's from a South Park episode with Rob Reiner, where Cartman stabs him. I went and looked at the clip. It was really funny. He stabs him and all of his precious goo falls out. And here I wanted just like another metal roof area. You guys know I love these metal roofs for the post-apocalyptic section of the park. So I decided to just kind of put one there. That's just like the entrance or the start of the ride. Kind of give it a little bit more man-made structure. We do put some stuff off in here. Oh yeah, and here's the part where we start lighting the whole thing up. So many green lights. So it is very annoying and difficult to move around in these tunnels with the camera and then placing an object constantly like this. So it took some getting used to. Hope you guys appreciate it, because I was getting pretty pissed off with these controls. So every time I moved, like, it would snap back to the top, and then I don't know, anytime you're working at a low angle like this, it's really tough in the game to just get it to perform correctly. But we ended up getting it. So I pretty much take this green light and I bury it underneath for the entirety of the ride, just kind of light it up on the inside, because it does look pretty cool at night. Though the ride we take at the end of the video is at night, and the green lights really make it look cool. Love the eeriness of it all. We've been kind of going with colored lights as a kind of a motif or theme throughout the different areas. The futuristics, the spaceport area, we definitely did white lights, because I mean it's like the future. It's nice and clean and pristine and white. And then in the steampunk area, we have these sort of orangish lights all over the place. Those go well with the lamps and the just the built-in lights of the game. So we went with the orange color and sort of steampunkish themes. And then here we're going with the green, just because it is supposed to be all radioactive and whatnot, and gooey and green and all that good stuff. So I think it came out pretty cool looking. Hopefully it doesn't look too alien. I did toss in some warm lights around here. Like in this video, we actually make a lamp that we're going to use constantly in the park. I just do a couple of them just to show you guys what the plan is, but it was kind of boring, so I thought I wouldn't do the whole park, or the whole section of the park, just chucking lamps everywhere. But there we go, we got the green lights figured out for the entirety of the thing. Over here in the first splash zone, I wanted to do some cool stuff in here, so we take this and we kind of expand the roof, make it quite a bit bigger. And this definitely was supposed to be inspired by something like Fallout, where it's going to be like this underground, well, there's like remnants of a vault. I didn't go into too much detail, but I just used some of the western pieces and then some of the futuristic pieces to kind of make just like a little section. So you can imagine there was like some sort of bunker or shelter or secret underground technologically advanced thing. Chief Beef. Oh, I was tempted to put a Chief Beef in there. I decided not to. So along here we put just like a wooden barricades, a wooden deck, something like that. No specific words for that. And some lights there here. So originally I just wanted to kind of make it like a hint of human settlement under here. Kind of a boat there. Just kind of imagine this is a big underground river. And I decided, ooh, what if we actually made it look a little bit more technologically advanced by adding some of these pipes all throughout here? This might be cool. And then those ventilation pipes up there. I meant to put smoke coming out of those. I did forget to. I will add that though in the future. Then I just love the moving pieces in the game. You guys know that. So I want to take this water wheel and put it in there. And then these large metal pieces. And then this thing, I think it was just a hull of a ship. I think it decided it looked like a entrance to something. So we're going to go put a door there. And so it's kind of like inspired by Fallout stuff. No, I had some people say, oh, this looks nothing like Fallout stuff. Like, well, that's because it's not supposed to. I was just inspired by the themes and ideas of the Fallout series, not directly copying it. Some people can't make that distinction. It's odd. I feel like I've been really clear about that. I don't directly copy anything. Oh man, the controls are being really annoying here. Yeah, like I said, anytime you're at a low angle like this, because the game is meant to be played looking down. You're from the top looking down and building, so once you get down to these low angles, the controls kind of get a little funky and can get kind of annoying to use, but oh well, I'll get over it. And I want to do a similar thing here in the second drop, but Unfortunately, we were way too close to this to the ground, so every time I tried to push up the terrain, it would poke little holes out there, so it wasn't working too well. I decided to do a little bit here, just kind of have some metal sticking out there, have some pieces there. You blow through here pretty fast, so because I mean you're going at pretty high speed, so you barely see. I mean, look at those dudes just flying through there really quickly. Not bad. And over here by the entrance and exits of these tunnels, I wanted to do something we've done in the past, which is kind of wrap it in rocks. We first did this in the Halloween park outside of the Haunted Mansion. And once again, guys, I'm not going to do a tour of the Halloween park just because the update broke a lot of things in the park. Yeah, and, you know, I just don't feel like doing it. So it is on the Steam Workshop. You can find the link to that in the description below. All that good stuff. But I'm not going to do a video tour of it. Sorry about that. I just would rather focus on the new parks and things like that. And it would take me a very long time to go and fix all the things that the beta broke in the Halloween park. Doing a little metal covering right there again. And then I want to do something to this this thing. What is it called? It's not a chain lift. I don't know what it is. It's like a conveyor belt lift, something like that. So I wanted to do something, kind of have some metal, or not metal, some wooden things holding it up, as well as have these go up and then hold some lamps. I thought that'd be a cool little addition here, so I was trying to find some nice lamps. But there, I'm going to go with these little hexagon lamp things, whatever they're called. And I thought that was pretty cool looking. Adds a nice little detail there, because I do like the warm light looks. That definitely feels inhabited and like this is a living place. That's just the sort of feeling I get from that, because it contrasts the very cool blue and the cool blue light from the nighttime and the cool green light from the green lights that we've been adding. There you go, just adding some more green lights there. And then I wanted to add a cool little lamp post to kind of put around this entire section. Again, I'll probably do that off camera because that's pretty boring to watch, but we've pretty much finished the rapids rides now. We will be doing another episode in the post-apocalyptic area, just adding some finishing touches, some more shops, maybe another flat ride, because we only have one flat ride in here. I would like to add another one. Here's my post-apocalyptic lamp. There you go. And yeah, it's pretty cool looking. So it's made out of just like driftwood pieces and these new oil lamps. I think they're pretty cool. Honestly, the post-apocalyptic theme is so big. Like, I could probably make an entire park on it now. Like, I just have a bunch of different ideas for what I want to do. It technically would be doable, but we probably won't do it. We'll probably just pick a new theme or something to go on here. And I can see right here, I missed a piece of wood hanging from that. No, we did that on purpose because it's supposed to look not great, but there you go. Okay, so now we get to ride the rapids ride. Ooh, it's very long. And then there's like 2 exciting parts with the drops. But it's still pretty cool just seeing it kind of float around the park. But I'll let you guys experience the rest of this on your own. Definitely smack that like button in the face if you did enjoy this episode of Planet Coaster. If you have any suggestions, things like that, do what you do. You guys know, I always end it this way. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Sei, vai ter.